Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss different conditional statements. These are also called as a decision-making statement. What is mean by these decision-making statements? Here, generally, we are writing some set of code. All the code is executed in sequential fashion. And this decision-making statement purpose is execute some set of code based on some condition. Instead of blindly executing the entire code, the code is executed based on some condition. These are different decision making statements. Simple if else, if else if, also called as else if ladder, and then switch case. Now we will discuss all these decision statements by considering one example. First one, simple if statement. What is the syntax? If followed by condition, and here you are writing some code. First condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, the code is executed. Suppose if the condition is false, the code is not executed, by we continue with the remaining part of the program. Now I will explain this one with an example. I will write down some script. You know the basic procedure. JavaScript code is written in the script tag. Now read some variable a is equal to. Here you can directly give the value, or else you can take the value from the user. How? By using prompt. Enter a value. So user entered some value. Now check the condition. If a value is greater than 5, you can write any type of condition. Suppose instead of greater than, a is equal to 5. If a value is equal to 5, just to write some print statement, document dot write off equal. I am printing some message equal. Now coming out of the if, remember within the if you can write any number of statements. That's not a problem. Now document dot write off, I am displaying some message. I am outside of if statement. Okay, right. Now, what is the procedure? I enter the value. If the value is equal to 5, this statement is executed. After that, continue with the remaining part of the program. Suppose if the value is other than 5, this is not executed. Continue with the remaining part of the program. Now, save this one. Copy the path. Go to browser. Here enter a value. First I will give a value other than 5. See, only outside of if is executed. Refresh. If I given a value 5, see, equal. So the statement within the if is executed, followed by the next statement. Clear? That is the simple if. Next, we are moving into if else. What is the meaning? First, it evaluates the condition. If the condition is true, the statements in the if are executed. Suppose if the condition is false, the statement in the else are executed. Okay, that is the basic syntax. Simply what I am doing, instead of single, I am taking some two variable where b is equal to prompt, enter b value. I am writing some message. Now here a greater than b, print the message a is large. If condition, yes. B is large. Okay, largest of two numbers. So if a greater than b condition is true, what is the output? A is large, and then I am outside of if else. This is printed. Suppose if the condition is false, else is printed followed by this one. Now refresh. First a value, suppose I given 6. Okay. B value 3. Okay. Now what is the output? A is large, followed by the continuation. I am outside of if else. Now A is equal to 6 and B is equal to 7. It moves to else block. See, it moves to else block, followed by if else statement. That is if else. Next we are moving into if else if. What is the meaning? In this, you have multiple number of conditions. First condition 1 is evaluated. If it is true, this statement is executed and continue with the remaining. The remaining conditions are not at all evaluated. Suppose if this condition is false, then we are checking this condition. If this is true, this one is executed, coming out. Suppose this is false, check another condition. If all the condition false, finally the statement in the else is executed. You got the point? So multiple number of conditions are available. We are moving into this one. We are moving to this one. Now, for simply what I am writing, so instead of taking this, a value is greater than 0. I am writing some message. A is 0. Else, if a value is equal to 0, here I am writing the message. A is 0. Here A is greater than 0. So you got my point? So I am taking a value first condition. If the condition is true, this is printed and the remaining part of the program. Suppose if the condition is false, we are moving into a equal to 0. If it is true, a is 0 is printed and continue. Now else is also there. Here what is the else? A is a is greater than 0, fail. A is equal to 0, fail. Obviously, A is less than 0. Like this, we can check multiple number of conditions. Suppose first I given a value 5. What's the output? See, A is greater than 0 and I am outside if. Suppose I am given a value minus. See, A is less than 0. Finally, I given a value 0. A is equal to 0. You got my point? Like this, you can write any number of conditions. You can write any number of conditions, but always remember, only one condition is true. One condition is evaluated. If all the conditions fail, then move to else block. Now, finally, the switch statement. So this is a multi-way decision making statement. So in this, multiple cases are available, but remember, only one case is executed. So what is the syntax? Switch of some choice. Switch of some choice. Opening bracket, closing bracket. Now, first case followed by some label. Case followed by some label. Here what happened? Your choice is compared with the label. Suppose if the choice and label both are equal, whatever we written under this case one, that is executed. Break. What is the purpose of break? To come out of the switch. That means if one case is executed, remaining cases no need to check, simply comes out of the switch. For that we are using break. Now choice and case 1 is not equal. This choice is compared with case 2. If there is a match, okay. If there is no match, compared with case 3, case 4, case 5. Suppose until all the cases, if there are no matches, we are executing default like else. In the else if ladder, like else is there, like that default is executed. In what situation? If there is no match. If there is no match. Clear? Now, I will show you example. Remove all these things. Script. Okay, within the script, write down some cases. Before that, you need to take some value. Suppose where some ch is equal to prompt, enter a value. Okay, so need to read a value from the user. Now, switch off ch. Write down different cases. Case 1. Case 1. Here, whatever you want, you can print. Suppose document dot write off in case one. Just for understanding, I am writing here. If you want any logic, you can write the logic. Now break. 2 comes out of the switch case like this. How many number of cases? You can write that many number of cases. Case 1. Case 2. Remember, no two cases have the same label. The label must be unique. The label must be unique. Now, case 3. Like this. Now I will write default. In this, I return one message, no match. For default, break is not at all required. This is the switch case. This is the switch case. Now save and execute. First, enter a value. Suppose if my enter value is 2, if my enter value is 2, that means it moves to case 2. Here, observe carefully. You are not getting any output. Why? Understand? The prompt, by default, the prompt reads the information in the form of string. Prompt read information in the form of string. Now, here what you are doing? Case 1, 1 is a number, 2 is a number. You need to convert this one into string, either single quotation or double quotation. That means switch uses triple equal. You know the relation operator. Double equal means just the value, whether it is a string or number, both are same. But triple equal to means data type is also compared. Now refresh, enter a value 2. Now click on OK. Observe, there is a match. In case 2, only case 2 is executed. Refresh. Suppose if I given 5, there is no match. If there is no match, default is executed. Here, what happened? For default, why the default is not at all so simple? Sorry, I forgot to write document.write. 5. Okay, here there is no match. So like this, by using switch statement, we can take the grade of the student. You can take anything. You can take anything. Suppose not only one. Here I will write down some HTML, Java, CSS, save, refresh, enter my value. If my value is HTML, case 1 is executed. That means you got my point. Whatever you entered, that is compared with this label. If there is a match, the corresponding thing is executed. If there is no match, means then only the default is executed. Then only default is executed. Clear? These are different conditional statements. Thank you.